Hey man, thank you for coming back. You know what I'm saying? One Love Podcast. We appreciate all the supporters. You get what I'm saying? We got a special guest on today. The owner, incorporate Dargo. You get what I'm saying? He came into it and he liked what we doing. You get what I'm saying? So we decided to have him on as a guest. Sure. So we just gonna go ahead and get into the conversation. Drew, he gonna give y'all his tags. Hey, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. He really drop some comments. You gain some information. Really appreciate it.
Come here, bitch. Everybody in this bitch love you. Always remain humble. Stay up and stay loyal. I'ma tell you how this life shit go. Most say they living, but they ain't really though. Nah, 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 nah. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Hey man, we back at One Love Podcast. We got some special guests here today, you know what I'm saying? The one and only.
Drew, man. You can call me Dargo, man.
Yeah, go ahead and give me your tags. Let them know.
Oh, yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, Dargo, yeah, Dargo. You can follow me on my personal account, Damir in general. You can go to Dargo and follow me on there as well.
So, when we think what the time, I was trying to get set up and whatnot, you get what I'm saying? But we here, change up the scenery, you get what I'm saying? New location. Got some special things in the works, you get what I'm saying? You want to get into that?
Stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what y'all think about it. With tags, man, y'all got how to follow me at Dark Pound, Dark LBS _DG. Let them know what everybody with.
Y'all go ahead and give me that real dot Houdini. That's real dot HUDENIN. And it's like that. Tap in one time. Got some crazy music on the way. Might just drop some soon, but we still working, grinding every day. Yeah, so just kind of open up a little bit, man. How your day going?
Pretty good, man. Slow day, man. It's kind of a little gloomy outside, man. But pretty cool though, man. Pretty chill. It's chilling so far, man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to rain as much. Yeah. I'm like, damn, is it raining outside, man? But
We'll make it work.
Still a good day, man.
Real deal. So, at the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Because there's always like that first step.
Mm-hmm.
So, before you had the idea, you was influenced to get that idea.
Yeah. So, the main thing was us in general, well, me, but us in general, I just feel like African Americans, any Africans living outside of Africa, I just feel like we not connected like we should be.
That's the one though.
That's the main thing. Not eating traditional foods, not speaking the language.
What? We in there though already.
Nah, like growing up as kids, in elementary, I remember we called people African booty scratchers and stuff like that.
Whoa.
And we African, bro. We Africans, so just to disconnect, man. The other countries like Nigeria, beefing with Ghana, beefing with Ethiopia, like we all the same people, man. So more just getting that connection with this connection, man. Then from there, just realizing like we are the same people. Like I say, it fit the podcast because it's all love anyway, man. So, but just trying to get that connection back to motherland, man. That's the main thing. And then from there, just getting deeper and deeper with each country, and really another thing too. A lot of countries they divided. Like you're Nigerian, you proud to be a Nigerian. Yeah, man. It's my first podcast, so
yeah,
getting everything right.
Yeah. So, what are some things that influence you to be who you are, that motivates you?
Motivate me. So I got a few people. It's crazy. Like my favorite like fashion designers and stuff like that. Nigeria. A lot of them. They were like I'm into more like as far as fashion. I'm into more like baggy clothes. You know, I'm a little more loud with some of the graphics or with some of the fabrics, stuff like that. So I'm kind of a little more flashy.
I like that.
But I don't know, man. As far as just outside of fashion, what inspires me, people that organized people, man. People that read every day, work out every day. Yeah. But just people that kind of just got something going for themselves, kind of stand on what you believe in. Like core principles. So
The core principles.
Yeah.
Some ethics too.
Yeah, for
Good
sure.
character.
For sure. All the good stuff, man.
Yeah.
But I'm more of a simple dude.
Alright, so Dark Gold. So the name itself, Dark Gold, I was curious while I was on my way here.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I'm like, man, Dark Gold. Like when I hear it, I think dark, but then it's gold.
Yeah.
So it's like royalty.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So starting off, the deeper we got into the brand, it started making more sense. But when we first started off, though, we wanted to be, like I said, gold was a big thing. First of all, just gold in general. Africans. The gold, I call it the gold standard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wearing gold all the time. Gold is it's a vibrant color. It's a sacred color. So and then it just go along with Egypt. So it started off just me and my brother was in the garage for, it took us a long time to get off the ground, but it mainly started off with just,
How long did it take?
probably took 2 years before we started. Yeah, trying to find a perfect name. But it started off kind of just us being dark as melanated people.
Okay.
And then realizing that the goal was started off as just us being melanated, but understanding that we treasure at the same time.
Right.
So that was the original.
Whoa.
That was the original context of it. Now, over time, it just got a little deeper as far as learning more about Egypt and learning more about the pyramids and learning about gold and learning about who produced the most gold and Gold Coast, we did the collection. So it's like getting deeper. But first, it just started off with just us recognizing that we treasure, man. We a hidden treasure at that. So that was the original meaning for it.
Hidden treasure.
Yeah.
That's powerful, man.
Yeah, hidden treasure, man. That's man. So Dark Gold and then being a lifestyle and not just
A brand.
or organization, a brand. It's like more to it.
Yeah, the jewelry, we using like the teeth, the hair, everything, man. Growing our hair is
Facts.
it's power and strength. So from the hair to the jewelry to it's a lifestyle. The cologne, what we smell, how we talk, how we walk. It's a lifestyle, bro. It's more these materialistic things. It's more about just how we think. Just us kings and queens, man. That's really the main thing about it. Just us recognizing who we are and embracing it, man. So really just being kings and queens.
What would you say to people out there who's caught in that loop of working, but trying to break out of it, but they may be caught too deep in a loop, and they might have a few ideas, they might got some stuff that they might have jotted down, but they never put that action towards behind it.
Okay. Like getting off the ground.
Breaking ground.
Breaking the ground.
First, you gotta break before you get.
I got you. So first thing is believing in yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. If you don't believe in yourself, then it's a dream.
Facts.
So
Take notes.
yeah, if you got that job, work that job until you know when you're ready. Whether you want to quit the job, whether you just want to start your own stuff and have both things going, but you got to believe in yourself first of all. So you got to kind of dig deep and kind of you got to know yourself first. What you like, what you don't like. Having the right friends around you, and not just having friends around you because you want to be cool or letting your friends use you. So you got to know who you are first of all, and then know what you love doing. Because like I said, you got ideas of jumping off the ground. You want to start this hair business, or you want to start a makeup line or whatever it is. First of all, just believing in yourself, and then know what you want to do, having faith in what you want to do, and then after that, it's more just finding people around you that support you and believe in you. But you gotta believe in yourself first. If you don't believe in yourself, then you gotta believe in yourself. Like treat yourself better than your job treats you. Like when you get off work, you gotta put time into yourself because you just gave the boss man 8-12 hours every day, sometimes 6-7 days a week. So you gotta come home and get yourself the same. If not the same time, you gotta come home and put some time into yourself for sure. You're tired. Cause we at work tired every day and stuff too, right? So regardless, before it starts, you gotta put some time into yourself first. So, but mainly you just gotta believe in yourself, man, and know what you want to do. It's not all about the money. It's more about the money comes with when you're good at something. But people chase the money thinking, oh, I just want to make. You want to make money, but you don't know how to get the money though. Right. So, but the money comes from definitely doing what you love to do though.
So at that point, when you're working with a goal in mind, or more so with intentions to just do what you love rather than numbers.
Yeah.
The numbers just increase. It's like a side effect.
Yeah, like a basketball player. Kyrie Irving, when he in the gym, he not worried about it.
Kyrie.
Yeah, shout out to my boy, man. Shout out for sure. He with you, man. But when he in the gym, he not focused on money. He focusing on being the best ball handler, the best point guard in general. Money gonna come. Whether he can find for whatever it is, it's not about the money. As long as he continue to be the best person he can be, it's unlimited. The money's unlimited. Money is a byproduct of what you're really good at. LeBron James the same, we can get into soccer, we can get into Floyd Mayweather with the boxing. Yeah, it's the money team, but at the end of the day, he got that money out of being this undefeated talent. Yeah. So, yeah, the money's gonna always come.
Alright, so what are some different, how when you set out to do things, you kind of have, I guess, like milestones almost.
Gotcha.
So what are some points that you have in mind in the near future and like long term as well of ways of influencing the culture in a lot of different ways in terms of bringing people together and also understanding one another?
Okay, so I'm gonna divide that into two different parts.
Okay.
With our goal right now, it's a brand, but the goal is to eventually being able to travel to like Uganda and Rwanda and stuff like that, and give back through that name. So whether it's like, for example, to give back as far as like a lot of when you think about like athletes, a lot of us are black. Best athletes are black. I'm from Africa, but when you go to Africa, you're not seeing these basketball players, these football players. So like going back out there and giving back, like building basketball courts, building recreational schools, giving back clean water. But like,
it is big, giving back clean water.
Yeah, that's a big thing out there. Sanitation, because like I say, I was telling him the other day. I was looking at the life expectancy.
Oh, it's still recording on your line.
At the life expectancy, every single African country was at the bottom. Like all 54 was at the bottom of the list. Even like countries like El Salvador, them crime-ridden countries, we got a better life expectancy. So, but more going back out there and like trying to bring the division back, make us more, not division, but make us more united. Right. Giving back, let us know we are the same people, but more, giving back and kind of like giving them opportunity to know what they want to do. A lot of them out there don't really have opportunity what we have. That's why they so damn bad out there. So going out there under the Dargo name and giving back, whether it's money to schools or education. And coming where I come from, it's big. I never even seen it being as big, but like to be able to do that, I feel like it's bigger than life, man. Like Nipsey Hussle was working on, giving back, and he had a project that was supposed to go back to Eritrea and give back like 20 million or something like that. I just seen that the other day. Yeah. So that's big, man. Coming where he come from. So
yes, indeed.
Yeah, and then people, I could, I'm gonna say one more thing too. A lot of our kings and queens that they hid from us all these years. Mansa Musa was the richest, still said he wanted to be the richest dude in the world. Still to this day. They hid it from us though. We learned more about the European high power and stuff like that. So if we knew about that coming up as kids, we'll look at things differently.
Oh, like how everybody know who Queen Elizabeth was.
Exactly. Or the main presidents out here, or the leaders that we had was shot and killed, stuff like that. So they never wanted us to know. They never wanted us to know who we really are. We got fake last names, and we can go on and on, man.
No, keep going, Keep going. They need to hear that.
We can go on and on about this. They just hid everything from us, man. So our goal, the main thing is just try to just get us back to remember who we are.
Okay.
So,
Big roots. So, I had this question, and it's been kind of circulating through my head. Do you think society will progress if we went back into a trade style of life versus style of life that's so based off the monopolized system?
yeah, about us going back into the trading lifestyle.
Yeah.
For sure. Most of us are consumers. And trading is more producing. You know, you could turn a 10 cent to 300 or a penny to $40. It's the mindset. So we so much consumers. We got lost the idea of producing for ourselves. So us being behind is us not producing. A lot of other ethnicities are producing out here, and they said that blacks are some of the biggest consumers in the world. So, but yeah, we so much consumers. We gotta get out of that mindset and produce more. So trading is definitely and we just with the education as well. Learning finance. We need to learn finance. We learned that back then. You know, they burnt down Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
So you know that kind of hurt us from building something new again. But just finance in general, learning finance, they don't teach it in school. So just getting into that producer mindset, I definitely feel like we'll be further. They'll do whatever they could to hold us back even more, but they can't hold us back though. So, but that'll definitely put us in. It'll put us in the tax bracket, man.
So, how many countries do you know that they still got that trading? It still trades for. Instead of having this monopolized system where we
looking at
yeah.
a lot of the Asian countries. You know, you got Europe as well. Some spots in Europe, London. You know, the trade hub in London, and a lot of South Africans though. A lot of South Africans, it's big like that. They had a few millionaires that started off. I don't want to quote their names wrong. I don't know my dude's name. Shandy or Shanzi. He's one of the big South African traders. He was young, and then from there he taught some people how to trade. So it was a few of them, and then so they got a whole little hub going down there in South Africa where they link up 20, 40 deep. They get to it, but South Africa's big on it. Asia, of course, you know, Asians are big with the trading. Malaysia, they more quiet with it. A lot of us are loud with it. A lot of them are trade. You see them in Kroger or Walmart and with some regular clothes on. You don't even know. They billionaires or something, man. They believe in education. So, but besides that, I was thinking more like the Eastern world, a little more the Eastern world. We trade out here, but it's still new to us. I think MT4 started in 2001, something like that. It's still kind of new, so.
Okay.
That's deep.
Yes, indeed. So there's this wave that I talked about. Maybe I'm gonna say like 2 months ago or something.
Yeah.
And it was related. I brought it into like something called the Taurus field or the Taurus field. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
I haven't.
But it's basically a deeper dive into like what your aura is.
Okay.
And so it's like this circle and this circle.
Okay.
And it's got the whole duality in it and everything, but it's within a vessel. And it's also the same all the way down to like the pineal gland and like Adam and so forth. It's like it get deep.
Okay.
So in terms of that, it's the wave. So a lot of things that started in the east make its way to the west.
Makes sense.
And one of the good examples is hip hop, like rap in general. Started in Harlem and etc. Came all the way down to Cali, and it just keeps spreading across the globe.
Gotcha.
So it's like waves coming from that side. So it's crazy that you even say a lot of them it is really more on the eastern side.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't know about that. Yeah, that's smart. That's crazy. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So you know, some people have it's kind of a twisted or more so negative view on family and business.
Gotcha.
So I want to touch on a couple of things related to family alone and its importance, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
And also how it can relate to business being successful.
Okay. Nothing more important than family. Grew up with these people, you know, have some of the same genes, you know.
Literally, though.
Literally, you know, you got the same family, so You know, a lot of times family get into it. You know, it's easy to get into it with family, but when you think about it, you get into it's nothing to get into it with your friends or whatever it is. So that's just part of life, just learning, knowing we're gonna get into it. It's about how we deal with each other. So, but nothing more important than family. You know, when one of us gets sick or one of us die, we there for each other. You know, if we need each other, we can count on each other. So nothing more important than family. Now, as far as business, I feel like a lot of families compete with each other. It's like competition. So a lot of it is, oh, I want to do better than him, or I got this, him, I have that. So that not even, a lot of times people not even thinking about business together. It should be where, when it comes to business, I'm glad you said this, when it comes to business, it should be family first. I should do business with family before I do business with any outsiders. Outsiders is cool, but family is, you know, nothing, it's intermediate. So, you know, we all put our money together, you know, and we sit down at the table and we come up with these ideas and this and that. So it should be family first. If, you know, if the grandma die or someone in the family die, or if most of the older people die, it could get passed on to the younger generations, teaching them about business. So it should be one of the biggest things. Family should do business, but you hear the term saying don't do business with family. So they got it to the point where, they got to the point where it's like the opposite.
Yeah. So that's what I was gonna ask you related to being the opposite. I think that's intentional and it's coming from worse than thought.
Gotcha.
Because like even in the moments of like, hey, because you look like this or you got hair like this, you stay inside.
Gotcha.
And we're gonna put everybody else outside.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying? And that just kinda, you get what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
And then keep going from there. It's like, okay, we're gonna teach you to do this for the business.
Yeah.
And then they go back outside and now they spreading that, but it's like that person, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the whole thought pattern of business and it being separate from family, but they side still attached to it.
I got you. And I'm gonna say this too, as far as the East, like you said about the tourist field. I feel like a lot of, if we talking about the Eastern, you know, Asia is the biggest continent for sure, right? They got some of the best business models. When they do business as family. Even the Asians out here, they got business together. Whether it's a grocery shop or a chicken spot, you know, like fried wings, and you see them in the back, the family actually in the back cooking or whatever. Yeah, so I just feel like that Taurus field needs to spread back this way over here, man.
Facts. Hey, it's crazy you talking about business and like how they have their shops.
Yeah.
But it be like family people.
Yeah.
So there's actually an Indian cuisine that I go to like every blue moon.
Yeah.
And whenever I go, it's like there'll be the woman there. And there'll be like 2 or 3 little kids just kind of running around in the back and you kind of see them.
Yeah.
Like, so they sitting in the booth on the tablet.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is crazy.
Brentwood around the corner. They got the little kids running around and flipping on back flipping stuff. So, but I was saying, yeah, we brought up the Bay Area because the Bay Area got one of the biggest Chinatown. Same thing, but all the families, you know, they got high risk out there, but all the families literally working inside the restaurants or switch shops. You know, they do a lot of sewing and stuff like that. They bring their family in first, so it should be family first, man. Because if the uncle's rich, but the rest of the family is poor, it's a lot of division going on. Everyone should be, with a family business, everyone's okay. Everyone should be okay. Everyone should be kind of well off. So that's how it should be, but the way society is right now, man, it's kind of going the wrong way right now.
What do you think it'd take to shift people to that mindset as far as whole? I feel like as people, we can get most importantly, the younger generation, because those are the ones that we should go and influence now. So by the time they get our age,
Well, you know, on another level with it.
Yeah. Well, like you said, the younger generation. So first of all, the older generation, those are the kind of one people stuck in their ways.
Right.
The grandmas, you know, they seen slavery. We seen less. We ain't see slavery like that. So they seen more of the traditional. Whatever I say, do you do? You know, laying down as a Christian, being called a Christian and just running with it just because they say you a Christian and you. So just kind of their mindset was more of just traditional, stuck in their ways. Don't really want to learn anything new. So the younger generation are more open, more free-minded, kind of.
always like that.
Yeah, so I feel like it'd be easier with us.
Mm-hmm.
We the ones kind of. I feel like it's a shift in some of the older folks. It's about the younger folks kind of getting in their ear and telling this and that, because learning about more spirituality and religion. So I feel like younger, it's up to us for sure. But we got to do better with anger, working on ourselves, anger, discipline, patience. The little things right there add up. Like how you do one thing is how you do everything. So learning more.
Oh, you can't breathe on that one.
Hey,
You can't breathe on that one.
I'm gonna elaborate on that.
Yes, please.
I tell them all the time. If you eating around the house and you drop some crumb, or you're not eating with a napkin, you're not eating no napkin, right? You eating a cookie or something. A cookie is not pasta, so it won't make a big mess, but crumbs fall. You might even see 1 or 2 fall, right? And instead of picking it up, you might just I'm just gonna go step outside. It's little, right? It's not a big deal, but over a year of doing that every day, you made a mess.
Yeah.
By picking them little things up, just by picking it, you was right there anyway. By just bending over and picking it up, it's more the mindset. It's not more just it's small, but how you do one thing is how you do everything. So washing your car every other day, even if it's not dirty, it's just the mindset of being on top of things and just taking care of your business. So I tell them all the time, just if it's something small, how you do one thing, how you do everything. So I'm trying to see where I get into it. What I get into it.
Cleanliness is next to godliness.
For sure. That's one of my big things too. Like just being clean. I was gonna say something I ain't wanna.
Nah, that's what I said. Even
I probably shouldn't have said it. Yeah.
Nah, you good. Whatever it is you comfortable with saying on here, by all means, because we building a platform, and as it grows, it's only gonna get bigger. And I'm not giving nothing away.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna do business with any people that's
For sure.
hindering us in what we say.
For sure.
You get what I'm saying? So, yeah.
But now get back to the question.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how you do anything is how you do everything.
Yeah. So, there was something I had kind of stashed to the side, and it was the connection between the mental and the physical.
Okay.
Because in the West, it's the spiritual, mental, and physical all separated in 3 different ways.
Yeah.
And I view that as a dogma.
Yeah.
Or just a dogmatic system in general.
Yeah.
And as crazy as it is, you can hear it in the language or lingo when people say, "Oh, that's my dog."
Right.
I got you.
You get what I'm saying? So I'll be like, "Hold on," you know what I'm saying? Because people don't maybe understand what it is they saying.
I got you.
But how all of it is related, and if you can state some examples that'll really get in there, that'd be great.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm not the most spiritual person. I feel like y'all are definitely more spiritual than I am. I kind of see how Chris moves. I kind of hear about you. So I'm not the most spiritual person, but I'm gonna kind of go around the question and kind of let y'all answer that a little more than me. But I'm gonna just say this though. Us being African Americans, we got took from our natural habitat. So the Asians are still in their habitat. They still in their original soil, the original people and everything is that. So like I tell them all the time, sometimes when if you see 10 black men, let's say outside somewhere in the hood, they outside drinking and smoking whatever it is. But when you go somewhere else, you ever seen 10 white men or 15 white men just outside, beers, no shirt on? So that's kind of outside the topic. What I'm trying to say is they took us from our original habitat. So a lot of us are not spiritually connected.
With the people.
Just with the
land.
With ourselves.
Yeah.
We got took from our original habitat, and we out here on stolen land. Violence occurred on this land, and anything. These people will burn down. They will burn down the world before they let us have it. So I'm just saying in general, a lot of us we don't know our true selves because we got stripped from the herbs, the medications, like everything's out here is fake. The fruit not real. Like, so as far as spiritually, we not tapped in first of all because we got shipped from our original place to somewhere we shouldn't even. I ain't gonna say what we shouldn't be because earth is our turf for sure. Yeah. But a lot of us are not. We don't know who we are. So.
Okay, so when you say being stripped from the original land, which people come from, right?
Yeah.
So in terms of the motherland.
Yeah.
But there are also some that are that like the Aboriginals
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the states before it was
Yeah.
colonized.
Yeah.
So it's important to kind of, because everybody, I still have to go back and trace the bloodline and see exactly where it is so I can visit there and really tap in
I got you.
and make that a regular thing, a part of my life, right?
Got
You
you.
know what I'm saying?
I got you.
That'll build me even further
I
to
got
keep
you.
going on this journey.
I got you. So let me elaborate on that. The original, you know, the Aboriginals, we went to Australia, you know, the States, the islands, we went everywhere. It's places we probably didn't know we went, we was at. I mean, not wasn't. But at the same time, they had the same lifestyle of, you know, growing their fruit. You know, still praying to the original gods, and so they still had this lifestyle. Years later, a lot of stuff is tainted. You know, we got so many more religions that we probably wasn't heard of before. We're not growing our own food, our own fruit. Stuff is illegal now that shouldn't be illegal. Medications and stuff is being pushed through big pharma. But so yeah, we got the Aboriginals, but at the same time they had their original lifestyle. We so far into this modern day age right now is everything got whitewashed or it's erased.
So, taking all that was just said, one way to kind of crystallize it is when something's first created or something simply is source, right? It's at its pure state.
True.
And from that point forward, it only gets distorted.
True.
Unless it's like doesn't go through any type of trauma or just being used or anything of that nature. That's what I noticed with everything. Time will, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there are some things that just kind of are and always is.
I got you.
Like the people.
Yeah. True.
You know what I'm saying? Or something like soil.
Yeah. True. That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Shit, but it's always a lot to talk about, man.
For sure.
It's just so much going on in the world right now.
For sure, man.
It's a crazy time, but you know, it is a time to be alive. Man.
Yeah, we still here, man. They trying to get rid of us, but we still here, bro. We still here, man. Strong as ever, so.
Well, what are some things that you have in mind for Dark Gold in the near future?
Just buying land in Africa, man. I want to do fashion shows out there. You know, I want to do a lot of things more in Africa. Mainly just I want to do a lot of giveaways, man. Money is cool, but at the end of the day, money is for the people. So the whole goal of it is to make a lot of money. Just, you know, give back. Just give back. Mainly just a lot of giveaways, just giving back. It's more of a brand instead of just a line. So even if we just giving away clothes for the, you know, clothes, cologne, backpacks, you know, when it's time for school giveaways. So just giving back, man. They say the number one way, the recent one is to give back. So that's really just the main goal, just to give back, man.
That's crazy. That's very true, though.
Yeah.
Well, anything else you want to add, or
Man, I don't got nothing else, man. I really don't got
you
nothing.
want to live with the people? Well, how you got it?
Might need a minute or two.
The importance of like your mental and your physical is only a reflection of what's going on the spiritual side.
Yeah.
So the way you can look at it is like a mirror, or like the black mirror. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is the black mirror, but everybody always got 1, 2, and 3. It may not be as functional as possible as it should be, but it's there. So before you can get to the 4 and cross that bridge, you have to you gotta have the other 3 in alignment. So you can look at your thoughts, cause I ain't even go back on this and not that, but so yeah, you can look at your thoughts and kind of get an idea of how you operate spiritually. So the same way you view the flesh, just kind of look at a light being in darkness, moving. That's the greatest way that I can kind of explain it, and that'll kind of tell you, because that's what's dictating your thoughts. What's here is affecting what's going on there, but what's there is ultimately governing what's going on here. So it's almost like, you know, the brains and the muscle. If the brain's not operating the muscle properly, the muscle might just hurt the brains.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Or be mindless and just be like a zombie, like operating on impulses, urges instead of what is purpose. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's deep.
So I wanted to ask you because he told me that you run a lot.
Yeah, right.
And that's why I got asked because more so on the mental tap to the physical.
Yeah.
I know that's something that that's like a core.
Yeah. So running, man. It started off. I was stressed out with trading.
Mm-hmm.
So to get rid of the stress, just go for a mile or two run. It started off, the miles were real small back then, so it was just running just to just get rid of the stress. And then over time, you know, you want to get better with things. So I started watching marathon runners on YouTube and you know how they stretch and this and that. So it went from me getting rid of stress to start competing.
Right.
So we went to running 5Ks. Then my little cousin started running with me, so we started going to Herman Park and Memorial Park, and we just started getting serious. So, you know, buying the tights, and then it got to the point we started clocking the miles at the time. So trying to beat 6 minute miles, 7 minute miles, or if we running a 10 mile run, trying to get 8 minute miles. So it got competitive, but it started off from just being stressed out running.
Mm-hmm.
So it went from, like I said, it was mental. It was mental as far as losing at first, and you know, just trying to get everything down. Now, we speaking on mental. Now it's still mental because now when you run these long runs and this and that, like we just talking about
You gotta go to the light beam.
yeah, the coordination between the mind and the body.
Mm-hmm.
The body might be tired, but the mind controls the body though.
Yeah.
So it's all mental. It's all mental. At mile 12, when your legs tired and you think that's it. You got more in you, man. It's the mind. It's all mental. So, yeah, it just started off with going from just being stressed out and damn, why I'm losing it. You know, going back to the drawing board, this and that.
Right.
Yeah.
So, because you said it got competitive. Earlier we was talking about business and family, and how in the West, a lot of families going into business get separated because they compete with one another.
Yeah.
But that's in corporate America.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you gotta compete with who's next to you to go forward. And that's how they structure it in business. More so, if you competing, just compete with yourself.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
So it's the same thing with running. When
True.
you're clocking those miles, you know what I'm saying?
True.
It's like, okay, I've done this in 7 minutes. Let me see if I can, you know what I'm
See,
saying?
that's a good point. It should be. The whole thing should be competing with yourself to be a better person, not by the next person. You should want better for the next person. You know, we all die one day. So at the end of the day, you want everybody to be the best person they can be. So they can teach their children how to be the best person they can be. So teach their family. So it's not about competing with each other. If this person got $1 million and I got $1 million, or let's say this person got $2 million and I got $1 million, right? And he drive a Rolls Royce. I drive a Rolls Royce too. On the outside looking in, you just see two Rolls Royces, right? They both drive. So to you probably thinking they probably got similar money. Yeah. It's not about who got what. It's about it's more about what you want. It's more about what you want and competing to be a better you.
Right.
Back to the original statement. So yeah, it's no competition, man. If you competing with somebody, you hating on somebody. You hating on the next person. For sure.
Yeah, man, we don't do no hate over here. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? We'll go ahead and send y'all up out of here. It was nice having you on, Drew. Definitely tap in with Dark Gold. We're gonna have the links down in the description, the website. We can hit them on the tags one more time.
Oh yeah, man. You go follow Dark Gold. Is at Dark Gold International. DarkGoldIntl. You can follow me at W General. You can go to Dark Gold and just I'm a model in there. You can just tag me, find me on there. I'm W General. And yeah, we won't have no Twitter, no Facebook, man. Just Instagram right now. We're gonna be on YouTube real soon, so you'll see a lot more like fashion clips and little edits and stuff like that. And so YouTube coming soon.
Yeah.
And last few words, man. I'm excited to have y'all on. Y'all already know y'all can follow me at dark_LBS_DG. Excited to have y'all. Cool episode, man. I loved it.
Yes, indeed.
Go ahead and let me know where y'all can follow me.
Yeah, man. So it's Real Houdini. It's real.HUDENIN. It's been nice of y'all listening, tuning in one time, and we hope to see y'all in the next one as well, man. Appreciate it.
Man, appreciate y'all, man. Have a good one, man. Enjoy your day.
Hey, much love, peace.
For sure.
One thing on the way out, man. just because it's Saturday don't mean you don't supposed to get nothing done. Always improve every day, man.
Go read a book or something, man. Like say Larry said, drink you a smoothie or something, man. Keep it clean, man.
Alright, much love. See you.
Sure. Yeah, so we got these are the Egyptian Nights. So Egypt was the theme for this one, man. We wanted to do the gold. We did the crocodile swoosh, custom crocodile swoosh. We got the red mink in the inside, so for comfort. The whole thing is about being comforted, flashy and comfortable at the same time. So we got the red mink, and then we got the leather laces with the gold tips on it, you know what I'm saying, for the Egyptians. So we just wanted to give it a little, like a modern Egypt shoe, man. But at the same time, it's like an African raw feel to it. And then we got these are the Nigerian, these are the Naras. So these were designed after Nigerian Independence Day, which is October 1st. So we got we did ostrich, because ostrich is one of the most prestigious animals. And it's one of the most abundant animals in Nigeria. So we did the ostrich wrapped around the whole shoe. And then you did the green for Nigeria as the flag, but we wanted to make it exotic. You know, Africa is like a safari, so we did the stingray on the check for this one. Green stingray around. We got the little details on the heel tab. And then we did the mink to make it even more exotic. All white mink, comfort. You know, and these we did the leather shoestring with gold tips. So these are very exotic. Got some exotic stuff, and we got the handbag as well. This was a Nigerian theme, but like I said, the whole thing was to merge Africa. So we got Egypt right here, the Egyptian flag. We got Senegal. We got the actual Bastet patch with the gold and everything. And we did Morocco, and also Mauritania, which is it's an ancient spot that's really slept on. So this was the bag for the Nigerians. Yeah. There you go, man.
Come here, bitch. Everybody in this bitch love you. Always remain humble. Stay up and stay loyal. I'ma tell you how this life shit go. Most say they living, but they ain't really though. Nah, 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 nah.